Hey guys, it's time for another ranking video. A few disclaimers. First of all, buckle up, it's going to be a long one. I'm going to try to condense it as best as I can, so I'll tell you how I'm going to do that. And then two, there are some kids outside playing, and they're not my children, they're not on my property. But they're outside, so they're doing their thing out there. If you hear them, I apologize, but I have no control. So third thing, I did try to gather everything together, and I just sat down and I was getting ready to hit record and realized that I forgot a couple things beside my bed because they are my nighttime treatments like that I put on my lips when I go to bed. So I'll just have to put pictures of those in here and tell you where they rank for me. So I'm gonna shut up so we can get into this. I'm gonna do categories, and first of all, I'm just going to start with like lip balms and lip treatments, if I can talk. Lip balms and lip treatments. I'm also including lip oils in this one too. So, whoop. So just FYI. So this one is the Rowan Liquid Lip Balm. This is just the bottom because I don't use it all that often. It came in a BoxyCharm. I swatched it once. Here's the color, really pretty. It felt really good on the lips, but I've just not used it since. So, not that it's bad, I just don't use it. So, it's a good thing. It's still in my collection for a reason. I may pass it on after seeing as many lip products as I have. I may pass it on. So next would be my e.l.f. Ride or Die Lip Balm. I have this one, which is just peachy, and then I have the mint. And that one is up next to my bed. It's clear, and that's why I keep it next to my bed. And I use this because it's really thick. So with the winter coming on, I'm gonna really love it. I'm gonna use it a lot in the winter. It's just giving me a thick coating on my lips. And it just really helps with chapped lips. So I do like it. It's a good formula. I just have a few others I like a little bit better. Next is this Bali Balm. I think it's just called Bali Balm. It's printed a little bit differently, but I think it was printed incorrectly. It's actually really nice. It smells really good. I do like it. I don't reach for it as much as I do some of these others, and I think more it's about the packaging. I like it like a dip, something I can dip out of. Next, I'm just going to include this. This is something kind of new. This is the NARS Laguna. It's so small I can't even read it. Afterglow Lip Balm. So it's just a little small one that I got recently, and it's not bad at all. It has a little color to it, and it feels really good. It just kind of disappears on my lips after a little bit, so that's why I don't wear it as much. So here's one I'm going to have to pop a picture of. It was I don't even remember the name of it. Isn't that horrible? I use it like all the time and I forget the name of it. Some kind of apple something. My husband was so gracious enough to bring this to me. This is the Apple and Balm Glow Lip Mask, and it's from Seraphine Botanicals. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I've used quite a bit of this. This is kind of my preferred. My husband's walking around upstairs too, so if you hear him, sorry about that. But this is kind of my preferred nighttime treatment. So this is what I use more than anything as far as like a nighttime treatment. This is what I really, really like. It's very much like the e.l.f. one. It smells so good. It smells just like apple. But yeah, I don't know, like I got it in a BoxyCharm. I don't know how much it is or whatever, but it's really good. I like it. And then I got one of these. I did not pay full price. I got this at Marshall's, so I didn't pay full price. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Grapefruit. So I did use this. There is a little bit gone. I do like that too. That is That's also a good one. I do like this one. This one is a bit newer. This is the Tower 28 tinted lip balm, and it is really, really nice. It feels good on the lips. My only problem is my packaging is a little bit wonky. Can you see how it kind of leans? I've only used it a few times. So that's my only complaint. And it may not even be like the whole thing. It may just be like that top there. But it's a really pretty color. It does give some nice color to the lips, and it's just juicy, just like it says, and yeah, all the things. I love my Mary Kay satin lips. I do use this quite a bit. I exfoliate with this, and then I put on my lip treatment. It's the shea Butter Balm and the shea Sugar Scrub. So I'll use those in conjunction, and I'll use this quite a bit right before bed. That's usually something that I'll use as well. Just, they're good. What can I say? Then kind of moving into lip oils that I would use like more on a daily basis. This is the Luxe Lip Oil from ColourPop, and it is in Playa Vista. It was the very only one that I have from them. I started saying the very first, but it's the only one. And it's really nice, and it feels good on the lips, and I like it, and I have no complaints. It doesn't really give a whole lot of color, which, I mean, it's an oil, it's not going to, but it's really nice. I do like it, and it's nice. What more can I say? Next is this KAB lip oil. I got this in a BoxyCharm too. This smells delicious. Okay. Oh, it smells just like pina colada, but I've used quite a bit of this, if you can't tell. I took this for a long time. It was in my purse, and I had it at work, and I was constantly putting it on at work, just, you know, all throughout the day. So really like it. It's very moisturizing, very I don't want to say thick, but it isn't a thin consistency. It's very, very nice. I do like this one quite a bit. It's just good. And I'm going to keep on with the theme here, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. This is my Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm. This is really nice, and this is more for like a nighttime treatment, but I use it throughout the day. This is what I put on like daily as I'm working. It smells good too. It reminds me of the peach scent and everything from Too Faced. I think this is just the original. I think I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure. So this one's really good. I love this. So that's my number 2, and my number 1, the one I use the most, the one that's been right in front of me the most lately, is my Jacqueline lip oil, and this is in the shade Ruby Drip. I love this one. It's almost gone. Can you tell? Can you see that? I've used a lot of this one, and I just love it. I love the big applicator, the big doe foot that comes with that one. It just, there's no smell to it. It just feels really good on the lips. It's very moisturizing. It stays there for quite a bit. So I might need to replace it. It's that good. Those are my lip treatments, lip oils, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, those are those. I'm struggling to find my words when I do these. Okay, so I'm moving on to bullet lipsticks. What I'm going to do with these is I'm going to do by brand. I'm going to kind of categorize by brand. That way I'm not doing individual ones, because we'd be here all day. And I'll show you some colors, maybe not all, because there's a few. So I'm just kind of lumping this in with bullet lipsticks because I don't really have another place to put it. But this is the lip crayon kit from Ulta Beauty and Gilmore Girls. This was nice. I liked it. I'm just probably not going to reach for it all that much because it's more collector things, you know, for me to have than anything. They're really nice. They felt nice on the lips. I don't have anything negative to say other than I would just probably use something else before I reach for this one, only because it's more like, you know, memories. And I guess I didn't get my Saved by the Bell, and it's looking at me when I just said that. Those would be the same. I haven't really pulled those out since I did the video. I might have worn them one other time. And my favorite from that one, I think, was Kelly. Or was it Lisa? I can't remember. No, Jessie. It was Jessie. She was my favorite in that one. So those were nice. They were just a little bit sticky, and they tasted like bubble gum, or smelled like bubble gum. So Nothing wrong with that, just not my go-to. I don't like a sticky whatever. So we'll just go ahead and talk about that really quick. This is from my I Love Lucy collection. It's the shade Love That Redhead and What a Peach. They're really beautiful and they're so cute. I love the packaging. I'll show you the red one really quick. Beautiful red. I don't wear red all that often, but I do just not want to reach for these because they are such a collector's thing for me. But they're very beautiful, and the formula on these are amazing. The collector part of it is what keeps me from using these. Next is this from Fenty Beauty. This, I'm laughing, I'll tell you why in just a second. This is the Mademoiselle Flamingo Acid. Let me show you. This color is like, it looks almost a little bit brighter than my shirt, but it is bright pink. My niece, it looks worn because of my niece, she loves this. And if I gave it to her, her mother would kill me. But every time she's here, she's like, you know, my lipstick. Where's my lipstick? And she calls it that because she loves it so much. But yeah, this one is, if it was a different shade, I may enjoy it a little bit more, but I don't like this shade so much, but I keep it for my niece because it's hers. Next are Wet n Wild. There's some really nice colors. This one came from the Dollar Tree. It has a little bit of sheen to it, and it's more glossy. And then I have one, this one's a little bit more glossy too. It's more peachy. I've not used it a ton. And then I have a matte one, and the matte is actually really nice. I really like the matte one. And it's just a nudie brown, mauvey brown, I guess. These are really good, and I like them. I just reach for others before I will with these. Next, we'll just go with Revlon. I like their, I love this one. A friend gave this to me because this was the shade Selena wore, so I'll go ahead and swatch this for you. Selena wore the shade, it's the Soft Silver Rose. It's just not a shade I reach for all that often, but I love having it in my collection because it's a tie to my friend, first of all, but then it's also a tie to Selena, so I love that. And then one of the best shades from Revlon is Untold Stories. It's a matte pinky nude. Really good. Love it. I just don't reach for these all that often. This bullet on this one is broken, so it's kind of like it rocks back and forth every time I use it, and I don't use it all that often because I'm afraid I'm gonna break it worse. Next is my ColourPop and Barbie. This is the Golden Beach. I do like this. This is really nice. It's a beautiful color, and I like this color a lot. I just have some other stuff I reach for a little bit more. I don't think I said it, but if I didn't like it, it wouldn't be in my collection, and that goes across the board for all of these. Next is my Huda Beauty. This is First Kiss, and this is her matte lipstick. This was really beautiful. It's kind of what I got on today. This is not what I have on today, but it looks a lot like it. This one's really beautiful. Go ahead and swatch it there for you. It's a little bit more pink than what I've got on. I love her formula. I love her matte formula, especially. It's really, really nice. I just have some others I like better. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. Flower Beauty Petal Pout Lip Color. I love this. I bought this one because it's supposedly a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. This one is Spice Petal. I don't have Pillow Talk to tell you if it's a dupe, but here it is. Next is my Victoria Beckham Posh lipstick, and it's in the shade Sway. It's so beautiful. I love this. I love the creaminess on this, and it has a little bit of a sheen to it. I love this so much. I love the shade, but I wear a little bit more neutral nudes, not as much pink. That's just kind of what I reach for more, so I do use this. It's just not as often as I should, but the consistency, the formula is amazing on that one. Next is my Mary Kay lipsticks, and there are two different formulas, so I'm gonna kind of break that down for you. So I love Mary Kay's, this is the This is the glossy one, I believe. No, this one's matte. Okay, so there is a matte formula, and then there's also a glossy. Let me see if I can find a glossy. Well, here's my favorite shade, Rosewood. If you can't tell, I've got that rolled all the way up and it's almost gone. And it is a glossy one. So that is a really beautiful shade. I was wearing that quite a bit. That's almost very similar to, that could be a dupe for Victoria Beckham. What about that? But I have a lot of beautiful shades. I love this formula from Mary Kay. So great. But one that just kind of tops it for me is their matte bullets. I really like those, and that's what I have here. This one is in the shade Nude. This was a limited edition shade, actually. So this was Nude, and then this one, yeah, this one's the one. Tenacious Taupe. So here it is. Beautiful. I love these. These are gorgeous. I love all of Mary Kay's lipsticks. They're so amazing. And yeah, they're amazing. What more can I say? Next, if I can grab it, are my matte. Shoot. Next are my MAC lipsticks. I love MAC. And I didn't realize I had so many. I was shocked that I had so many. This is from the Selena collection. This one is the Queen of Cumbia. So it's a really beautiful shade. This would be really beautiful right now for fall. This one is the if I say it, I'm going to mess it up, but Inolvidable or something like that. I'm sure I messed that up. But it's really beautiful. It has a little bit of a sheen. This kind of puts me in mind a little bit of that Revlon lipstick she loves so much. And then my favorite out of that collection was this one, and I've used it quite a bit, if you can't tell. I've even gotten into the rose that's like laser printed on there. This one is the Selena Vibe. I love this one. That's the one I go for a lot. And then I have some other shades here. I got this one in a BoxyCharm. This one is the shade Verve, V-E-R-V-E. And it's really beautiful, and it's perfect fall. I think I even used it in a fall look last year. I said I wasn't going to talk about them, and here I am talking. Then I have Whirl, which is like a MAC staple. It almost looks like what I've got on today too. And it's beautiful. I just bought this on Ulta's 21 Days Beauty, so I got it like half off. And then the one I probably reach for the most is Honey Love. This one is a beautiful nude. What can I say? You'll see a theme of the shades I like here. Next are these matte, the Maybelline Superstay ink crayons. And I have the shade Enjoy the View and Trust Your Gut. Trust Your Gut, I think, is probably my favorite, and I love them because they are a pencil and you can sharpen them. They have a sharpener on the end here, so you can sharpen them and make them, you know, the pointy precision that you like. But the shade Trust Your Gut is probably my favorite. I actually had to get this for my purse. It's really beautiful. See, there's a theme. But these stay on really, really well. I didn't like their Superstay ink liquid lipstick, I guess. I didn't really like that. It just wasn't my favorite kind of formula. But when I tried these, I really like these. So if you didn't like that, if you weren't a fan of that formula, try these. I promise I think you'll like it. They stay on really well. I wore it to work one day, and it was like all day long, eating lunch, everything. It stayed on really, really well. Next is my Natasha Denona. This is I Need a Nude in Amarosa, I think is the name. This, too, has been in my purse. I love this shade. So pretty. I love the packaging. It's so luxe. Like, I feel like, yeah, it's expensive. I wish I hadn't paid what I paid for it, but I feel like I got my money's worth from that. So Still beautiful. I love it. Then these are kind of a little bit newer to me, but I still love the formula. These are the Milani. Do they have like a name? It doesn't say on here, but these are like this is what the packaging looks like. And it's really beautiful. And I got 2 shades. I got Desire, which is that deeper one here. And then I got Tease, which is a little bit of more nude. These are really nice. I love the consistency. I love the feel of these. They feel really, really good. They're sold out in a lot of places. I just happened to get these when I went to Walmart one night before they were unable to be found. But they really feel real good on the lips. They're matte, but they're not drying matte, and that's what I like about them. Then I have my Morphe. Morphe has a really great bullet lipstick formula. And that's how good it is. And their shade Wifey. I just messed up that swatch, but that is Wifey. I love that shade. It was a real tough choice between my top 2, but seeing as I had more of one than the other, I decided that was what was the determining factor. So this is number 2 for me, the formula. This is e.l.f. Seriously Satin. I have the shades Nectar, which is this, really beautiful. And then my very favorite, can you tell it's my favorite? This one is Cream, and it is this one here. And it's just like one of those really light, let me show you while I'm here. It'll give you a little bit of dimension in your lipstick, so you can just put it on the center of your lips, rub it in, and then you got extra dimension, added dimension in there. And that's one of my favorite shades in the whole world, is in that shade. I love that cream shade. So if you haven't tried it, I think these are $3. And my very favorite formula, the one that I use most, the one that I love, the one that has my heart, is Juvia's Place. I love their lipsticks. They're so good. I have 4. I almost repurchased a color the other day thinking I didn't have it. And I stopped myself and I was like, I think you have that. Okay. I'm going to go in like order of the shades I like the best. So first is Chic. And it's like a pinky nude. The smell, oh my gosh, the smell. It smells so good. And then we have the shade 2020, which is a little bit deeper. Love that. Then Libra. I love that shade. It's so, so good. And my very favorite one is Mademoiselle. And I use this one quite a bit. That is so beautiful. It has a peachy undertone to it. It's so gorgeous. I just love, love, love these. The consistency, the feel on your lips, everything about these is good. So if I have one recommendation for you to pick up from Ulta the next time you go, it's the Juvia's Place lipstick. One of these bullet lipsticks. Get one. And I promise you, your life will be changed forever. Okay, I'm moving on to liquid lipsticks now. This was a very hard category. But glosses are going to be even harder. This is the Clarins Velvet Lip Perfector. Got this in a BoxyCharm. I don't particularly love the shade, but also the applicator. Not the biggest fan of that. So it's not horrible. It's a little bit drying, but most liquid lipsticks are, especially if they're going to be matte. This one says velvet though, but it's a little bit drying, but it's just, I don't like the packaging. Next, I was telling you Juvia's was my favorite bullet lipstick, but I only rank this low because I don't wear the shade. This is just not my shade. But this is the shade Yoko, and one is a matte and one is a metallic, so it looks like the exact same shade, but one has a metallic shift. So I may give this to my sister the next time I see her, because she likes colors like this, especially right now. So I may see her, I don't know exactly when, but I may give this to her the next time I see her, that way it doesn't go to waste. Next is this Revlon Color Stay Satin Ink. This is kind of like a gloss liquid lipstick hybrid. I tried to really like it. I really did. The shade was nice. I have the shade Eyes on You. There was just something about it I didn't like. I don't know exactly what it was, but it just didn't feel great on my lips. So it's not horrible, just not my favorite. So yeah, this is definitely not my favorite. I'm still glad to have it. It's really nice and it can be nourishing. It's not as drying as some liquid lipsticks, so that's great. But yeah, it's just not my favorite. I didn't purchase more shades, if that tells you anything. Usually if I love something, I'm gonna go purchase more shades. Next is my ColourPop Luxe Velvet liquid lip, and this is not horrible. I won't say that it's horrible. Just not my favorite. It's not the best liquid lipstick I've ever tried. The shade is beautiful on it. Just not my favorite. That's all I have to say. Just not my favorite. So this brand has two different formulas that I have, so I'm kind of going to rank them a little bit. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I have to, just because they're so different. So Jacqueline's liquid lipsticks, I don't like them. I do, but I don't. I love the shades. I think the shades are beautiful. They can be very drying on the lips though, and they can like start to peel and rub off your lips so easily. So these are my two very first ones that I got on. I didn't mean to get these, and I tried to cancel my order and I couldn't, and it was a whole story. If you go look at that video, you'll hear the whole long story about that one. So these have basically stayed in the packaging since. I gave one to my mom, I believe, so she does have one of these. She, I think, took the darkest shade. And then I have Be Brave and Confidence from her regular line. They're not absolutely ridiculously horrible that I'll never wear them, but I'm just not going for them on an everyday basis. Jeffree Star. This is, he's a controversial brand. I get that. I'm not talking about him as a person. I'm talking about his brand. This holds a very special place in my heart, this shade here. And it's only because I had it in my purse on my wedding day, and my mom needed a lip color, and I pulled it out and I said, here, you want to try this? And she did, and she wore it. And so this was the color she wore on my wedding day. And so that kind of, I just have a little bit of sentimental ties to that shade. Personally, I love the shades Christmas Cookie and Mannequin. They look very similar in here, but I promise you they are not. They are a little bit different. I love those. And then I have some small ones. I have Family Jewels, Celebrity Skin. They're all nudes. And then I have Nathan and Androgyny. So I have all those. I don't wear them as much anymore, but I really do like these ones that I have in the full size. Those are my go-tos. This I got in like a bundle. I wouldn't have purchased those by themselves. They're okay. I got rid of a lot of the smaller ones that I just didn't like. So next is Huda Beauty. This is not a bad liquid lipstick. It really isn't. It actually feels very nice. It's a thin formula and it's really nice. I'm going to swatch it for you. It has a very nice scent. But it's a very thin formula. It's nice on the lips. I really like how it wears. This was just a little small one that I got in a little holiday thing, I think. But I like this. I love the color of it. It's the shade Trendsetter. But again, it's totally my wheelhouse. This is what I love. I just don't reach for it as much as I do some of these other ones. Next is my Ofra liquid lipsticks. I love these. These are so good. This one is just a shade I don't reach for all that often. And I got this, I think I got this free. This one is the shade Story. So it's really beautiful. I'll come closer so you can see. And then I have these little mini nude liquid lips, and I love all these. My favorite is Sao Paulo. Then there's Canyon, Manila, and Bal Harbor. So those are really beautiful. I love all those, and I actually do use this one to really lighten things up quite a bit. The formula is great. I love these, and I may end up purchasing a full size of that Sail palette just because I use it so much. Next is my NYX Lingerie XXL. This is the shade Expose Me. I love this, okay? This shade is a little different for me. This is not something I always wear. I don't wear these shades, but it's a little bit more pink than what I'm used to. So it's something that I challenge myself to wear so that, you know, I can kind of break out of my mold. Although I don't do that often. I do try at times, but it's very beautiful, and I have told myself I'm going to buy more shades, and I just haven't. I do like it though. Then Morphe's liquid lipstick in the shade Virgin. But here is the shade here. It's really beautiful. This is actually a good dupe for Christmas Cookie. Yeah, Christmas Cookie from Jeffree Star. So I have a good little something. But it's really beautiful, and I love that shade. Totally up my alley. Somebody said totally on my alley. Who said that? I can't remember. Next is my Lunar Beauty liquid lipstick. I love this. It's just not a shade I would reach for over some of these others that I like, but I love the formula of this. It is so beautiful. This shade is Zaya. So here's the shade, and this will actually probably be something I will reach for during the fall time, because it has kind of that like warmer undertone. So it's beautiful, and it is nude, but it's just not the nude that I'm going for, you know. Next is my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This one is really nice. It just doesn't stay on very long, and it's not going to swatch very well. Maybe it's not really supposed to be a liquid lipstick. Maybe I've got it in the complete wrong category, but it's really beautiful. It's in the shade London. I like it. It just doesn't stay on very long. So that's my only complaint with that one. I thought about putting this one first, but there's another one that's stolen my heart. So these are all my Laura Lee Los Angeles liquid lipsticks. I love Laura Lee Los Angeles liquid lipsticks. They're thin. They feel really good. They wear beautifully on the lips. When they start wearing off, it's not like they don't peel up into little things on your lips, you know. I hate that, but I love her liquid lips. I don't know how many more times I can say that. But one of my favorite shades, I was going to just swatch one for you, is Skimpy. And it is right there. I have my hands full, so I can't point, but it's this one here. It's so beautiful, and it's something I kind of challenge myself with too, because it's more pink than I'm used to. But whoop, I love all of these. There's not one that I don't love. And this one in Nakey Nakey is very, very pale. So I can do the thing where I, you know, give myself some dimension in my lips with this one. So I really like that one too. Next are my Too Faced Melted Mattes. I love these. I love all these shades. They came out with these last year, and I just absolutely love them. This is the perfect red for the holidays. Smells like peppermint. Perfect red for the holidays. And then you have this, I think it is, what's it called? Candy Cane. That one's called Candy Cane. And this one is called Caramel Apple. I swatched it there. Then we have Hot Toddy. This is the shade. Here's the swatch right here. And my very favorite shade, you'll never guess what shade it is. It's a nude. Can you believe it? It's Sugar Cookie. It smells just like sugar cookies. They all smell exactly like what they say. So Caramel Apple smells like a caramel apple. Hot Toddy smells kind of like a hot toddy. And kind of like an herbal tea kind of thing. I've never had a hot toddy, so I can't tell you it smells exactly like it. But Sugar Cookie smells like a sugar cookie. So I love these. I think they did a wonderful set last year. They should have just come back out with it this year. In my opinion, I love this one. But yeah, it's so good. I smell all these scents are mixing together. I love their formula though. It's thin and it stays very good. So these I have to rank number 2. These are the Jacqueline lip cushions. I have Last First Kiss and Sincerely Yours. These feel so good on the lips, and no, they are not supposed to be necessarily a long-lasting liquid lipstick, but they do, and they can transfer some, so it's not like it's a liquid lipstick that doesn't transfer, but they are just beautiful. They feel cushiony on the lips, if that's possible. So here's Sincerely Yours and Last First Kiss. Sincerely Yours is my favorite, if you didn't know. But I love these. They're beautiful. I wish the colors kind of matched the shades a little bit better than like the packaging, but they're still beautiful nonetheless. And I love these. I am such a sucker for lipstick. Okay, such a sucker for it. I was kind of mulling over things, and I was like, what's my very favorite one right now? Because it can change. It really can. And I was like, which is my very favorite one that I just go for the most right now? I had to grab it out of my purse. That's how much I love it. If it's in my purse, that means that it's like top tier. That's how good it is. And that would be this new one. This is from the Sigma Disney Princess Cinderella collection. This is what I'm wearing today before I put that cream lipstick on top. Oh my gosh. If this is what all Sigma liquid lips feel like, sign me up for every shade they have. This one is the shade Dreamy, and it is just that, dreamy. It is so beautiful. It is like, I just don't even know how to describe it, and it will go with so many things. It's kind of like that perfect neutral that will just go with whatever you got on your eyes. So I had like a cooler look in that video going on in my eyes. Like I had a little bit of warmth, but it was more cool, and this paired beautifully with that. Today I have a little bit of a warm eye going on, and this pairs beautifully with it. So like, it's just so beautiful that it can just pair with so many things. I think that's one thing I love about it, is the shade, but the feel on the lips. Like, I want to have some transfer. It's not one that is not going to transfer, that's for sure, but it feels so good on the lips. And even when I do when it has the transfer, I still have color on my lips. So yes, I did put a lipstick over top of it too, so that's going to help with the transfer. But if you have not tried Sigma's liquid lips, what are you waiting for? And if this is still in stock, you better grab it, because this is amazing. I love this. This far and wide outweighs anything in my collection right now. That's saying a lot. That's saying a whole lot, but I love this. It's so good. So yes, please go grab it. You will not be disappointed. This is a good, I had some lipstick on my teeth, so if you saw that, I apologize, but this is a good year-round color. So go grab it before it's gone, if it is still available. Okay, so we made it through bullets and liquid lipstick. I'm gonna have to do a second video for the liners and glosses. Yeah, glosses could probably be a video all by themselves. That's how many I have, but thankfully I don't have a ton of liners. I do have quite a few, but not as I have a ton of glosses. So we are gonna have to have a part 2. So this is my lip collection of bullet lipsticks and liquid lipsticks. So next you will see a ranking video of my glosses, my lip glosses and lip liners. So stay tuned for that video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize for my hair, but I don't, because I just didn't feel like fixing it. It was raining and all that great stuff, so I decided to go comfy casual today. And we went and voted. I hope you guys did your civic duty if you were in my area and you went and voted, and if it was time for you to vote in your area, I hope you did that. But yeah, so we just did that, and I've not really been anywhere other than than there, and we went out to eat too. So yeah, those are the only 2 places I went. So I just didn't feel like fixing my hair today. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this portion of the video. There will be a part 2, so make sure you catch that too. I will probably post them on different days because who's gonna watch 2 videos back to back when they're probably gonna be long in and of themselves? So keep a watch for part 2. I'll be looking exactly like this because I'm just about to film it. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you're staying safe, happy, and healthy. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.